Rome, 170 CE. The empire stretches across 3 continents. Plague ravages the population. Germanic tribes threaten the northern borders. In his tent on the battlefield, by lamplight, the most powerful man in the world writes in his journal, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." His name is Marcus Aurelius. Emperor of Rome, Stoic philosopher, and author of one of the most profound guides to living ever written. But who was Marcus Aurelius, and what can his ancient wisdom offer your life today? Born in 121 CE to a prominent Roman family, Marcus never expected to become emperor. Through a series of adoptions and unexpected deaths, he found himself ruling the most powerful empire on earth. For 19 years, he led Rome through wars, plagues, and natural disasters. Yet amid these external challenges, he developed an inner philosophy that has inspired millions for nearly 2 millennia. What makes Marcus extraordinary is that his philosophical masterpiece, Meditations, was never intended for publication. These were private notes to himself, a personal guide to living with integrity in a chaotic world. We are reading the private thoughts of a man reminding himself how to be good. The core of Marcus' philosophy is disarmingly simple. We cannot control external events, but we can control our responses to them. Our happiness depends not on what happens to us, but on how we interpret and respond to what happens. This perspective has profound implications for your daily life. When you face a challenge today, a difficult colleague, an unexpected setback, a global crisis, Marcus would ask, what is within your control in this situation? Your actions, your judgments, your attitudes. Everything else? Not yours to command. Try this Stoic exercise. Identify a current frustration. Now, draw a circle and place inside it everything about the situation that you can control. Place everything else outside the circle. Focus your energy entirely on what's inside the circle. This simple practice can transform your experience of any challenge. Marcus also offers a revolutionary perspective on dealing with difficult people. When you wake up in the morning, he writes, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. Not as an exercise in cynicism, but as preparation. By anticipating others' flaws, we're not surprised or disturbed when they appear. But Marcus goes deeper. He reminds us that when people behave poorly, they do so because they believe it's the right thing to do based on their understanding. Their mistakes come from ignorance, not malice. Teach them, then, if you can, and if you cannot, remember that kindness was given to you for just such occasions. How would this approach transform your interactions today? Instead of reacting with anger to someone's rudeness or incompetence, could you respond with understanding, not because their behavior is acceptable, but because you recognize the universal human struggle to act wisely? Perhaps Marcus' most powerful insight concerns our relationship with time and mortality. You could leave life right now, he reminds himself repeatedly. Not as a morbid obsession, but as a clarifying lens that brings into sharp focus what truly matters. Experiment with this Stoic practice. Imagine this day is your last. What becomes important? What falls away as trivial? How would you treat the people around you? Marcus would suggest living each day with this awareness, not to induce panic, but to strip away the non-essential and live with purposeful attention. Marcus also offers profound guidance on dealing with pain and adversity. If you are distressed by anything external, he writes, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. This doesn't mean denying suffering or suppressing emotion. Rather, it's about recognizing that our interpretations, the stories we tell ourselves about events, often cause more suffering than the events themselves. Try this, identify a situation you're currently interpreting as negative. Now, challenge yourself to find 3 potential benefits or opportunities within it. Not as forced positivity, but as an exercise in perspective-taking that loosens the grip of automatic negative judgments. One of Marcus' most countercultural insights for our time concerns fame and external validation. How much time he gains who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks, but only at what he does himself, to make it just and honorable, he writes. In an age of social media and constant comparison, Marcus invites us to focus on our own actions and character rather than others' opinions. Experiment with this. For one day, make decisions based solely on your values rather than how they might be perceived. Notice how this shifts your experience. Marcus also offers a profound perspective on nature and our place in it. He sees the universe as a single living organism, of which we are all integral parts. All things are implicated with one another, he writes, and the bond is sacred. This interconnection means that what benefits the whole also benefits the individual. How might this perspective change your approach to current environmental challenges or social divisions? Instead of seeing these as abstract problems out there, could you recognize them as affecting a system of which you are an integral part? Perhaps most powerfully, Marcus offers guidance on finding meaning in ordinary tasks. As emperor, he could have delegated his responsibilities to others. Instead, he embraced them as opportunities to express his humanity. Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years, he advises. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good. This means bringing full attention and integrity to whatever you're doing, whether leading an empire or washing dishes. The task itself may be transient, but how you perform it shapes your character, which endures. Try this Stoic practice. Choose one routine activity today: commuting, cleaning, responding to emails. Approach it not as a means to an end, but as an opportunity to express excellence, patience, or kindness. Notice how this transforms the experience. Finally, Marcus offers a perspective on legacy that challenges our cultural obsession with leaving a mark. Soon you will have forgotten all things, he writes, and soon all things will have forgotten you. Rather than finding this depressing, he sees it as liberating, an invitation to focus on living well now rather than being remembered later. In a world of constant distraction and external pressure, Marcus Aurelius offers a path to inner freedom. Not through escaping challenges, but by developing an inner citadel that external events cannot breach. Not through controlling others, but by taking responsibility for our own perceptions and actions. Tomorrow, when you wake up, remember, you have power over your mind, not outside events. In that realization lies a freedom that no circumstance can take away. In our next video, we'll explore the fascinating philosophy of Epictetus, the former slave who became one of history's most influential Stoic teachers and showed how true freedom comes from within. His practical wisdom on distinguishing between what we can and cannot control continues to inspire people worldwide. Here at Firefly, each reflection is a spark to illuminate your path. Don't miss our next encounter. Your mind deserves this journey.